What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online game. Today we actually do not have an X Factor player we are going over or trying to get in the zone for once, but we do have a certain superstar quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens that we are going to be featuring in today's video. That, of course, is Lamar Jackson, and Lamar is about to step on the field after this Tony Jefferson interception. Lamar Jackson has two superstar abilities that are pretty OP to go along with his 94, 95 speed that he possesses at the quarterback position. The first superstar ability is fast break. On design, quarterback runs just like this read option. Lamar Jackson unlocks more fluid running animations like an actual running back and allows him to fumble the ball less than your average quarterback, as Lamar on the design QB power run gets a big gain. He has 37 yards rushing already on the Ravens opening drive, and Lamar can throw the ball as well. Lamar Jackson's second superstar ability is escape artist. And I think you guys know how escape artist works. You get that extra boost behind the line of scrimmage, and Lamar doesn't need that extra boost because he is fast enough as is, as you will see on this 3rd down and 4, keeping the ball on the option and taking it all the way is Lamar Jackson. That was almost too easy. It's not a complete stretch to say that Lamar Jackson is the most dominant rushing quarterback we have seen since Mike Vick in Madden, and maybe even the actual NFL as well. You know, you think about a couple of really athletic quarterbacks like a Terrell Pryor that can never really put together the actual throwing part of playing quarterback. Lamar Jackson, if he could put that together, can truly be the best dual threat we've seen since at least Cam Newton, right? But Cam didn't exactly have the speed of Lamar. He was more of a bully type, and of course Cam dominated in his own right. But Lamar Jackson with that pure speed is why we're giving him that comparison to Mike Vick. 3rd down and 2, it's going to be a passing play, but of course we will try to take off with Lamar Jackson. No containment from the Packers defense. Lamar, first down, touchdown, 21 yards on the ground, his second rushing touchdown of the first half, and Lamar Jackson is shredding this Green Bay Packers defense to pieces. They just have no answer for what Lamar is bringing to the table, as that is going to be intercepted by Jimmy Smith. So you guys can see just how dominant Lamar Jackson is, and he doesn't even have an X Factor, as Lamar nearly took that one all the way. Jared Alexander with the shoestring tackle, 2nd down and 2. Lamar trying to spin, and Lamar fumbles the ball. That is the one, thing you got to watch out when playing with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's worst enemy is himself and his carrying ability. You have to be very selective on when you want to make a move in the open field and when you want to slide, especially when you're, using escape artists on passing plays. You want to make sure you're not taking unnecessary risks, because just like you guys saw with Cam Newton, Lamar will fumble the ball. Lamar has the same abilities that Cam has, just that Lamar is faster but a bit worse of a passer. 4th down and 8, you can see that speed on display, getting the first down, but Kevin King is going to force the fumble. And yes, that is the way Lamar Jackson fumbles. I'm not saying watch out for, taking a hit from a linebacker, because that's a bit obvious, but on a play like that, a shoestring tackle from a Kevin King, Lamar Jackson will fumble the ball, unfortunately. 3rd down and inches, that's going to be swatted away by Earl Thomas. 4th down and inches, and my opponent is passing the ball. Play action out of goal line, and to say that didn't work would be an understatement, and my opponent was so mad about the way that play worked out that he is going to quit. So that's obviously not the end of the video. We're going to hop into another game. We are going to be playing against the New Orleans Saints. So this is going to be a tougher defense for Lamar Jackson to run on. This Saints defensive unit, one of the better ones in the NFL. The offense, of course, everybody knows what Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, and Alvin Kamara bring to the table. They will be stepping onto the field first, as Brees handing off to Kamara, and Kamara with the pretty decent gain here. Not really much outside containment from our defense, so we're gonna have to work on that. In the meantime, the passing defense is stellar. Earl Thomas with the interception, and that is actually going to put Earl Thomas in the zone, so don't worry. We will be activating an X Factor player today. It's going to be Earl Thomas. With that interception, Zone Hawk will be activated when Earl Thomas steps on the field. 2nd down and 13. Cam Jordan can't bring down Lamar. No one can bring down Lamar. Oh my, when I edited this video, I realized just how much more open the left side of the field was than the right side of the field. Now that you try to sell out to stop Lamar Jackson's rushing ability, you send the all-out blitz, and if we could just make a quick slant throw, then, this offense is that much more deadly. 2nd down and 1, we have the comeback route, but not really feeling that. We just, run out of bounds with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson doesn't have the dashing dead-eye ability that, Patrick Mahomes has, or you know, an Andrew Luck, or at least Andrew Luck had. I don't think he's on the roster anymore for the Colts, as that's going to be Eli Apple recovering the ball, and the Saints are backed up against their own 1-yard line with Earl Thomas in the zone with Zone Hawk activated. Unfortunately, we fumbled the ball there. That was a design quarterback run. I really didn't think I had to worry about fumbling the ball there, but I try to follow my blocks, which weren't exactly perfect, but we're doing a decent job, and Lamar just fumbles the ball. I'm not sure what Lamar Jackson's carrying rating is. It might be in the 70s. Either way, you know, Lamar, along with the weight is also a big factor in whether you fumble the ball in this game. The weight, you know, advantage or disadvantage between the ball carrier and the person hitting the ball carrier. So that definitely had something to do with us fumbling the ball. Now here's Alvin Kamara running in for a 41-yard touchdown run for number 41. And that will put the Saints up early in this game, even though we had a great opportunity to grab the first point to the game. Instead, here we are down 7 with Lamar Jackson keeping the ball on the read option. The problem with guarding Lamar Jackson's read option ability is even if you commit to Lamar, your defensive end might not be fast enough to contain Lamar Jackson if he bounces the run outside. 3rd down and 5, Lamar is making the throws. We haven't asked him to make many throws, but he is doing it when we need it. Cam Jordan, once again, no outside containment, and that is the worst thing you can possibly do against Lamar Jackson trying to get sticky in the open field. I really needed that block from, I believe it was Hollywood Brown up there. He just thought he had the ball, trying to score a touchdown. Either way, a monster gain for Lamar Jackson. 2nd down and 9, realizing we should have kept the ball last time. We're going to keep it on this run. We flipped the read option. Unfortunately, not as many open lanes there. 3rd down and 6, looking to pass, but obviously, if the play breaks down, we're going to use Lamar Jackson's legs, and Lamar fumbles the ball again. The Mario Davis on the quick recovery, and the Saints will continue to hold the shutout over our heads. I actually tried to slide there, believe it or not. I wasn't trying to dive in the end zone or anything. I just wanted to slide. I was going to take a 1st down and goal at the 2, and instead of sliding, I went head first and pretty much fumbled by hitting the ground. The ground pretty much caused that fumble. I don't think we were hit with Lamar, so that was unfortunate right there. Actually trying to be careful, we still fumbled the ball anyways. I might have just been better off juking or taking a hit, as the Saints looking for a 2-possession lead, and they're well on their way because Tony Jefferson is pretty much a statue. Like, I just am in perfect position, but Jefferson not really getting the animations we're looking for. So, Drew Brees is in the zone, and Drew Brees is out of the zone. Earl Thomas is back in the zone, and Earl Thomas is a ball hawk and a juke specialist. How about ET3 in the open field? The former Seahawk for all of his career, now on the Ravens, looking to prove that he is still pretty much the best free safety in the league. And at least for us, he's doing a fantastic job. As the offense continues to fumble the ball away, Earl Thomas says, don't worry, I'll put some points up for you. So Earl Thomas, Zone Hawk, once again activated. I'm going to see if my opponent wants to try to test Earl Thomas. He's definitely not thinking about that. He is trying to run the draw play with Alvin Kamara, but not much time for him to work with here. He doesn't call any of his timeouts. He is going to hit the out route to Traquan Smith, and Smith does get out of bounds to stop that clock, which puts the Saints in field goal range. Drew Brees with a very spread attack going underneath to Kamara, who makes the catch in the open field, but my opponent makes a grave mistake here. You got to use the timeout in this situation because that's a 9-second runoff, and it looks like he has no idea. If he doesn't call a timeout, he might be in major trouble. Is he even going to call a play? No! He tried to audible. He tried to call a hot route there, and yeah, it's completely lost track of the time. And that's the way the first half is going to end. We still have a 7-7 ball game, so clearly this guy, not the best Madden player in the world. Lamar Jackson is one of the fastest players in Madden, as he shows there, nearly bouncing that one all the way. Look at Lamar getting away from the blitzer. There goes Williams down to the ground. Lamar with the swerve, and Lamar taking the dangerous hit there. I thought Willie Snead would pick up that block, so I was ready to really just take that one all the way. Instead, Lamar lives to play another down after not fumbling, and what a down this will be for Lamar. The juke in the open field, and almost the touchdown. I slid. I did slide at the 2-yard line, but there I actually want to dive into the end zone. I just cannot get my sliding mechanics down purpose, properly. I don't know what I did wrong there, or what I am doing wrong throughout this game. I'll tell you what we did wrong there. I forgot to throw the slant on 1st down. I hit square, nothing really happened, and now it's 3rd down and goal at the 13-yard line, and now Lamar Jackson got to get away from Lattimore, who's going to strip the ball from Lamar, and once again, we proved that it doesn't take, a hard-hitting linebacker to force a fumble on Lamar Jackson. Really, anybody can do it. Lamar Jackson is, not prone to fumbling the ball as much as the average quarterback, as we saw with the Cam Newton gameplay. I think we fumbled 5 times with Cam. We're well on our way to fumbling 5 times with Lamar, and not getting down when we need to, I guess, is about to cost us, as my opponent running hard up here on 2nd down. He's just got verticals on the field. Breeze on the run, and that's going to be a one-handed one-handed snag by Jimmy Smith. It looked like he had the slot receiver downfield, so thankfully he didn't see that. As you see what I'm talking about, you can play the read option for Lamar Jackson, as Cam Jordan did almost perfectly there, except Cam Jordan is just not fast enough. 2nd down and 1 on the bootleg to the left side. We got a couple of options. We're going to find Brown, and Smokey Brown going to get us the 1st down, and we have one more play before the start of the 4th quarter, and we are going to run the ball with Lamar and very smartly slide. The way this game is being played right now, we are at the start of the 4th quarter in a tie game. I want to make sure we get the lead. I don't want to completely botch this drive and fumble one more time. So we're going to stiff arm the linebacker, make sure we get out of bounds. Lamar Jackson with nearly 200 rushing yards, but unfortunately the QB draw to 5 wide the first time we tried that one all game, and doesn't work out. 2nd down. Man, oh man, did Cameron Jordan and Marcus Davenport get in almost immediately. It's now 3rd down and 19 after back-to-back major losses. Here comes Jordan, but there goes Lamar running around in circles trying to make a play, and Lamar Jackson with the wheels and the go-ahead touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. That is what Lamar Jackson brings to the table in Madden 20. That's what Escape Artist brings to the table in general. And then, of course, Lamar with that speed, so once he does pass the line of scrimmage, able to outrun the rest of the Saints defense and get himself into the end zone. Finally, we get in the end zone. Finally, don't fumble the ball, and our defense has been playing pretty well so far. Obviously, this guy, like I mentioned before, not the best Madden player in the world, so we just got to bait him into making one more mistake as he goes downfield. This might be it, and oh, Tony Jefferson, come on, bro. Tony Jefferson really is just a liability at this point. How do you not catch that one? It's 3rd down and 11, and Traquan is going to get close, but not move the chains. 4th down, major play, got to go for it here. Here is Drew Brees, 5 wide attack, no huddle, trying to direct this offense, only need a yard. He's leaving, cooks the block, and he goes back to the curl to Traquan. That'll work for the 1st down. Brees trying to work on not throwing interception number 4 of the game, and he's nearly done it to Earl Thomas, who has been a menace already with 2 interceptions. He's looking for his 3rd. Dalvin Kamara breaks the tackle. Kamara into the 2nd level. There's Earl Thomas one more time. The back line, the defense holding up, but the Saints are on the march as we hit the 2-minute warning, trying to send the pressure. Breeze with the quick throw, and look who is there once again. Earl Thomas is all over the field, forcing the incompletion. Minute 57 left. Breeze maybe looking for Kamara. No, going underneath to Darnold. Here comes Earl once again, preventing the 1st down at the 22-yard line. No huddle offense for the Saints, about 10 seconds running up, only needing inches. They might run the ball, and yes, they will. Breeze handing off to Kamara, who gets away from the hit stick attempt from Earl Thomas to the 16-yard line. Breeze and the Saints go. And Breeze looking in the middle of the field, but he puts his hands in the cookie jar, and Brandon Carr is going to make him pay, in the heroic effort to try to tie the game up is all but done, and Lamar Jackson is looking to solidify the victory, put the dagger in the souls of the New Orleans Saints, because Lamar Jackson on the option is gonna go 92 yards. The quarterback, ladies and gentlemen, but that's not your ordinary quarterback. This is why everybody's so excited about Lamar Jackson. Even though his accuracy still has a lot of work to do, he still has to work on his decision making in the pocket. But with that speed, that athletic ability, Lamar Jackson can really help transcend the quarterback position the way few have done in NFL history. As yes, I did run commit on purpose right there. I'm trying to get the ball back, so you know, the easiest way to get the ball back and make a few more plays with Lamar Jackson and let him score as quick as possible. He comes out, he throws the ball, thankfully he scores, and he actually comes up for the 2-point conversion. Interesting. Here goes Kamara up the middle, and this puts us in a bit of a vulnerable position. I obviously am trying to mess around here, so he's going to go for the onside kick with Willie Lutz. Let's make sure he doesn't get this one. Oh, a muff! And thankfully Roberts is there. Recovery. That was a bit dangerous, but we are still in a vulnerable position because let's say we fumble the ball on Lamar Jackson, which we are fully capable of, as Lamar dancing around on the design option. We can potentially lose this game on a touchdown in the PAT as Lamar. Oh, he's trying to gop that ball up. He's playing Lamar on the options. 3rd down and 12. Going to come out 5 wide and see if we can run this rock with Lamar Jackson. The protection holds up. Just waiting, biding our time. Lamar behind the line. Fumbles the ball. And it's going to be picked up by Yonda. 4th down and 15. He uses his final timeout. Here's Lamar Jackson looking for the first. Cam Jordan looking for Lamar. Missing one more time. Lamar one-on-one against Lattimore. Gets by him, but the strip and the recovery by Sheldon Rankins. And Rankins will give the Saints a chance to win the game on this Hail Mary. We're trying to send the pressure. Breeze has time to go downfield, but that lob pass had absolutely no depth to it. And all the Ravens able to converge on that ball, and that is the way the cookie crumbles today. A randomly exciting game. Probably, a game that we do not keep close if we're not running around Lamar and fumbling every time. But that said, a fun game nonetheless, because that's all we were really trying to do, man. Have fun with Lamar Jackson. Lamar ends up going over 300 yards rushing, which, by the way, would be an NFL record. Adrian Peterson has the rushing record of 296. Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, 306 on 24 attempts. 5 fumbles, yes, but a dominant display nonetheless. And we're able to showcase just how glitchy Lamar Jackson can be with these superstar abilities in Madden 20. So yeah, that's why we did a Lamar Jackson gameplay, even though he doesn't have an X Factor, because he's just that good. Leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed this Lamar performance. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.